What's up YouTube? Brandon Relkam here today with a new YouTube video. In this video I'm going to be doing my cassette tape collection for November of 2021. As always, I've got new stuff to showcase. I'm eager to showcase it. And during this video I will be playing Fatal Aggression Disrespect in the background. I saw this band play on September 25th, 2021. My band actually played with these guys. And after seeing them play, I was impressed and felt obligated to buy one of their CDs. So, I have not heard this exact album before, but I have listened to songs from the band's other albums, and needless to say, I was impressed. I heard a lot of inspiration from old school thrash metal bands such as Testament and Exodus, and the vocals almost reminded me of DRI a little bit. So, I have high expectations for this album. And also, this is my first video that I'm filming on a new phone, so I hope the quality, both in terms of the visual and audio aspects, are good, but apologies in advance if they are lacking. Anyways, before I jump into this, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will not miss any videos when I upload them. And let's jump right into this. The first cassette up for this video is the Anots Live at the Church. I've already showcased this live album, but it was in the form of a CD, so if you want to know the backstory behind this whole live album, go watch the CD collection video that this was originally featured in. This is my personal cassette copy, so there will be some differences from this when compared to cassettes that my band sells. First and foremost, the cover. I used the flyer that was widely distributed for the gig where this was recorded at. The cassettes that we sell will have a different flyer. There's actually one that was put together before Seglock got added to the bill, and it was put together where my band was at the top of the flyer, and it was the biggest out of all the other band logos featured, and that made it look like we were the headliner when we weren't. Morbid Cross was the headliner, so that flyer was a dud, if you will, for lack of a better word. But that flyer will be used for the cassettes that my band puts out of this live album, just because we wanted to use a flyer where the emphasis was put on that we were playing. Now, obviously, that's not meant to be disrespectful to the other bands. We loved playing with them, but we don't want to have an album cover that will create confusion and may lead people to think that other bands will be featured on the tape, when in reality it's just the Anots. This is what the spine looks like. I apologize for the lighting. It's pretty bright, and it may take a few seconds for things to go into focus. This cassette, this personal cassette of mine, features a label that has my handwriting on it. I should probably fix this lighting at a few minutes or so. Hopefully you will be able to see it. It's just my handwriting on a Maxell label saying the Anots Live at the Church. This personal copy of mine features 2 cover songs that we did at the gig that will not be on the live album that we sell for copyright reasons. Those covers are March of the SOD, obviously written by Stormtroopers of Death, and Something Else, which was written by a man named Eddie Cochran. Punk rockers may know that song for being a song that the Sex Pistols covered, as well as Sid Vicious, during both of their respected music careers. Let me try again with the label and see if the lighting works. There we go. At that angle you should be able to see it somewhat better. And also, the inside of my J card features handwritten this basic information. The lineup, and where this was recorded and when. So once again, if you want to know the whole backstory behind this live album and any other specifics of it, go watch the CD collection video where this was originally featured in. The Nuts Live at the Church. Get yourself a copy, whether that be CD or cassette. This next cassette is something I purchased when I saw Cruel Bum on the 11th of September, and that is Catharsis, their self-titled compilation album. I bought this at the same gig that I also got a bunch of CDs that I featured in a previous video. Some examples: the Thrashic CD, the Horror Punks USA compilation CD, the Video Massacre CD, and there are a few others, I believe, that I purchased from that gig. This compilation album was originally released in the later 90s on CD. I believe it was 1998 to be exact. It was last year that Doomsday's Today Records put this out on cassette, and I did not know much about this band when I bought this cassette. I was told that this band sounded like thrash metal, similar to Toxic Holocaust. When I searched this band up on Metal Archives, I read that they were metalcore, but I did not let that ruin this cassette for me. I listened to this cassette and I really enjoyed it. It's old school metalcore, not any of that MySpace whiny crap. So this is some good stuff. I believe all the songs on this compilation album are from demos the band put out in the early and mid 90s. On side A, it's all the songs, and then on side B, this is pretty unique. On side B, it's all the songs on side A, but in reverse. In my personal opinion, I think that in theory that's a cool idea, but in reality it's unnecessary. I know personally I would not want to listen to a whole compilation album in reverse legitimately. Now, if I was using side B for just background music, that's one thing, but I would not want to actually go listening to a whole album in reverse. But hey, I'm sure somebody out there enjoys that. But yeah, that's just my personal 2 cents. But yeah, if you need an old school metalcore band to check out that doesn't sound like crap, check out Catharsis. Next up, we have Death, Scream, Bloody Gore. This is one of the 2021 reissues that Relapse Records did of this cassette. I got this cassette at... Where did I get this at? I got it at a local record store in my town. It is not the same place that I always go to for CDs. I had learned about this place, I want to say maybe August. Maybe it's been longer than that, but I've been wanting to go to this record store for a while, and it was probably like the second or third week in October that I finally got a chance to go there, and I really liked it there. There was a huge collection of vinyl, cassettes, and CDs, and the second I saw Death, Scream, Bloody Gore, I knew I had to get it. I've been wanting to get a cassette copy of this. I actually had it on my Christmas list, and when I saw it, I knew I had to grab it. But yeah, this is a monumental death metal album. You can argue whether it was Scream Bloody Gore or Seven Churches that started death metal, but in the long run, death is death metal. No doubt about that. I really like the skull. Let's see. It's the guy in the throne that's pictured on the cassette right here. And I believe that Relapse Records did similar things for each reissue of the albums they did on cassettes, where they had a picture of one characteristic or another on the album cover. Not album cover, cassette, sorry. I wanted to get Leprosy on cassette, which was also at the record store, but I didn't get to buy it because somebody else bought it after I had left the store. Anyways, classic death metal right here. This next cassette, as well as the last cassette that I will be featuring in this video, were purchased from the same record store. Right here we have the Bad Brains with their self-titled debut album. When I was younger, I loved the Bad Brains. Banned in DC that was my album. I loved it so much. I have a Banned in DC t-shirt that I got years upon years ago, and it still fits me a little bit, which is surprising. This is a 2021 reissue that was put out under Bad Brains Records. And this was still in the plastic wrapping when I bought it. And I believe so was Scream Bloody Gore. Or was it? I think Scream Bloody Gore was still in the plastic wrapping. But it was Bad Brains. I knew I had to get it. And this is a little odd the way this is set up. Once again with the lighting. I'm gonna try this. So the first side is called side 1, and then the second side is called side A. I've never seen that before. But hey, as I've said about the Catharsis tape, I'm sure somebody out there enjoys what was done there. If you never heard the Bad Brains before, go check them out. They're great hardcore punk. Last but not least, Cannibal Corpse Violence Unimagined. This was arguably one of the most anticipated albums for 2021, and for good reasons. This is one of the cassettes that was put out on Subsound Records. I believe, yeah, it was in conjunction with Metal Blade Records. This is one of the yellow tapes. Tell me this color does not look awesome. Just like with the Death tape, I've been wanting to get Violence Unimagined on some kind of physical format, sorry. And when I saw it, I got it. Simple as that. This album is the first to feature Eric from Hate Eternal on guitars. Everybody knows the whole situation that happened with Pat O'Brien. It's very unfortunate, but at the same time, Eric is a very skilled guitar player and also a very skilled producer. And all of his guitar skills really paid off on this album. Cannibal Corpse Violence Unimagined. That was it for this collection video for November of 2021. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video. Do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.